Hello, once again. I am streaming Prey 2017. It is a game about aliens, and they attack you. Let's get started. Gonna choose new game here. We will be playing on Nightmare mode, because Daddy didn't raise no bitch. Uh, Unless, of course, someone in prison decides to make me their bitch, in which case, I don't think I have much say in the matter. Let's go! Uh, Who are we choosing? Male Morgan Yu or female Morgan Yu? We get to choose what you look like. Donut, please help
So,
me out here.
uh, okay.
Male or female?
Female, always.
Alright. Our name is Morgan. How can you live with
Morgan,
yourself?
female.
You wake up in your apartment in the year 2032. Well, I really should have moved this onto my SSD before streaming this, so that it would take faster. But oh well, what can you do? Except for regret everything and die quietly. That can be done. At any rate, hopefully. Now, this game can be really fucking hard. Which is why I'm playing it on the hardest difficulty. So, hopefully my skills are still what they used to be. I am a little intimidated not playing with my new game plus profile.
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032.
But I think I'll be alright. Usually you can hear music playing, but I have the music turned down real low. So he's just waking up and hitting his alarm clock for no reason.
Hey, Morgan. Wake up. You're burning daylight.
The fat man.
Send the helicopter to pick you up. It's just a few tests. Don't forget to wear your suit. See you soon. Oh, listen, really great you decided to come on board. We're gonna shake things up, Morgan. Like old times.
Let's check our email. I'm sure this will contain nothing important and nothing worth checking. Yeah, the thing about streaming a game like Prey is a lot of this information is intended to be consumed at your own pace, but I've already read all this, so I don't know what to do. I guess I'll just skip it. I'll point out anything important to the plot. Basically, I'm getting messages from my brother welcoming me on board to the corporate space station where we're doing a bunch of research. He's the director of the space station, and I'm apparently a very smart scientist man as well. Well, let me fix something. I made the voice audio obscenely loud. And that's gonna be a problem. Aw, yeah. Got them gloves. These hands are made for strangling.
Gloves look like they're made of chocolate.
Your gloves are made of chocolate, Brian.
I'm not wearing gloves.
Yeah, well, fuck you. I'm sorry. I try to keep things lighthearted with my castmates, but sometimes the strain of performing just really gets to us. We try to have fun here. Wine. Am I going to take it or drink it immediately? Yes. I have a shot of vodka every morning. Oh yeah, already drunk. Show up for the first day of work fucking blasted. Let's do it. Grabbing all the shit out of my fridge.
I'm trying not to make noise.
You can make as much noise as you want, sweetheart. You're good.
Why does it hurt so much?
Wow. I got that Gucci.
Oh.
Well, let's leave this alone. I'm sure it'll have no significance later on.
Morning, Miss Yu.
Hello. Good morning. I am indeed a woman. La da 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 da.
Heard there's a chopper on the roof. Must be for you.
Oh well. Thank you for your assistance, Patricia woman.
You don't sound like a woman. This isn't immersive.
How can you tell me that I don't sound like a woman? Do you know how
Right.
unbelievably
Yeah,
insensitive that is?
yeah, I know. These are new times. I need to stop.
Yeah, you
know,
really
I
need to
need
get with the fucking times, Donut. This is
Drop my bigoted.
this is becoming a problem. Like I wasn't saying anything for a while, but this is getting more than I can stand
Ms.
by and
Yu,
watch.
please make yourself comfortable and we'll be on our way. TranStar facility is just a short hop. 78 degrees. Clear skies all the way.
This is the most like in-your-face, like corporate meddling I think I've seen in a major budget title in a long time. I get that they wanted to show off their graphics and everything, and that they're well within their rights to do that. But boom, who do you think made that call?
That's a nice view on the bay there.
Yeah, that is a nice view on the bay there. And yeah, I'm sure they felt really great programming it and spending hours and hours making it look just right so that some corporate asshole could say, hey, why don't you put Bethesda Studios across the whole bridge? That's exactly what happened, I guarantee you. It's very upsetty spaghetti. And it's weird coming from a game that is so much about corporate greed and hypocrisy and meddling in things that they shouldn't meddle in. I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it. But anyway, this is Prey. It's a really good game. I like it a lot.
I finally got my mic tied by shoestring to this selfie stick.
Here we are, Ms.
So I
Yu.
can stand up.
Mind the glass on the way out. Good luck to you.
Does it help?
Yeah, so I can talk on.
Okay. Well, it's very resourceful of you.
Okay, I am gonna eat a peanut butter sandwich.
Can you make ASMR noises with your peanut butter sandwich, please?
Probably be pretty gross.
That's the point. Welcome to
Hello,
TranStar. TranStar says trans rights.
I'm a Sybil 495.
So if people join your stream, they're just gonna hear this.
Welcome,
Who's gonna get us
Morgan
flagged, man?
You have a 9 a.m. appointment in the testing facility. Please
The
confirm.
quality is so shit.
Really?
Hey, at least my my micro quality.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the video quality, because I have decent internet right now.
Yeah, the video quality is great.
That's great.
Morgan!
The fat man.
Finally!
I hear myself literally all the
Here's
time.
the thing.
But this,
Here's what I've always
Mhm.
thought was uncomfortable. I really like this game, but this conversation will not fucking trigger unless you walk right up to him. Like, you gotta get, this isn't close enough, neither is this. Boom!
Hey, you don't look terrible in a TranStar uniform.
Male or female, I
How's your
gotta let my brother get up in my
Still red?
shit.
I know the test might seem a
never
little
seen an overweight
unconventional, but
spaceman.
it's a you family
He
tradition.
will not talk to me
Breaking
unless I
convention
am
is in our
close enough
blood.
to smell what he ate yesterday.
Once you start the test, just do whatever comes natural. Don't overthink it. Dr. Bellamy's going to walk you through the process. You're in good hands. We'll be in orbit next week. I promise.
Or will we?
Mr. Yu, they're ready for your sister in room A.
Right. Listen, just be yourself. I'll see you after.
Okie doke, fat man. Not that I have anything against fat people, but I kind of think that guy should die.
It's a bit harsh.
For other reasons that are auxiliary to him being fat.
Good morning, Morgan. I'm Dr. Bellamy.
Hello.
Looks like we have some tests to run through today. Probably not the kind of thing you're used to, I imagine.
Do I get a
but
treat?
trust me, you're going to do fantastic.
Oh, I
All
really
good?
hope so, Doc.
Great. Let's begin.
I'm sure
For
this is
this
the
first
only
test,
time I've
I'd
ever
like you
done
to
this.
remove the boxes from the red circle as quickly as you can. Just go with your gut. Okay? Wonderful. Press the red button when you're ready.
This tutorial is actually really cleverly done because none of the things you're like, all of it looks like random tutorial-y bullshit,
Glass won't break, will it?
but they're actually
Wonderful.
making you do this for a purpose that is like plot
You're
explained.
absolutely fine.
They're spoiler
let's
alert.
move
I
on
don't
to
think
room
anyone
B,
here
then.
cares about spoilers. They're expecting you to manifest alien abilities due to neuromods they put in your head, and that's why they want you to like do all these mundane things. They're expecting you to.
Okay, Morgan. Listen carefully.
Hello.
I'd like you to do your best to hide in this room. Take your time, relax, think it over. No, I'm kidding. You only have 9 seconds.
Fuck you.
Hit the red button when you're ready to start.
Yes, sir. I can do slap that big button. Watch this shit. Boom.
Look. Is she? She's hiding behind the chair.
Yes, I am. You got a problem with it?
Any synaptic register at all?
They were expecting
No?
me to morph into the chair and become the
That's
chair.
fine. Sorry, let's keep things moving, Morgan. Head into room C.
Well, they've been
You're doing
experimenting with
marvelous.
alien neuromods, and every time you remove a neuromod, you reset the person's brain to before the neuromod was removed. Neuromods give you alien abilities, and as well as more human abilities, like you can learn a new language or how to play an instrument just by
Alright.
putting a neuromod in your head.
Here we go.
But
For
they're
this
testing
test,
me,
Please
so
press
they've been
the blue
resetting
button
my
across
memory.
the room as quickly as you can, in the most natural, intuitive way possible, without thinking. Just go for it. Press the red button when you're ready.
I'm so good at this. Watch this shit. Boom.
I'm sorry, can someone please explain to me what's happening?
What, do you want me to teleport,
Simmons?
asshole?
I installed exactly what Tina brought down.
Oh, you did.
Did you double check?
Speaker's still on.
Hello.
I apologize, Morgan. We're having some trouble with the equipment. Not your fault. You're doing fabulous, actually. One last room. Let's step into D.
We have a rainbow sheep,
Good. Very good.
and it still gives me blue wool.
Can someone get me a cup of coffee? I would appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, Morgan. Have a seat at the table for me, please.
Can do, Dr. Bossman. Where the fuck did I put my vape? Here it is.
Wonderful job. Take a look at the screen in front
Donut,
of you.
you have to help me answer these
I'm going
questions.
to show you a series of questions.
I
Pick
fucking
the
hate
answer that
peanut
makes
butter.
the most sense to you. Press start on the screen when you're ready.
You're planning a vacation. Go somewhere familiar with, you know you love, or try something new.
Whenever you're ready,
So what is
Morgan.
it? Is this trivia or?
It's a questionnaire to try and track whether or not your personality is changing between the mind wipes.
Ah,
New.
What, do you want me to tell you the answer?
No, it's
good. Looks like you've got the hang of it. Keep going.
it's like it's a morality thing. You've been sentenced to death for your actions. How does this make you feel? Afraid. I don't know what will happen. Angry. No one has that right. Or C. Calm. It was worth it. Afraid. Angry. Calm. Angry.
I don't like any of those answers.
Anger is the most
That's
fun.
Heavy stuff.
Okay, just pick the most fun answer then.
Yeah. A runaway track is bearing down on 5 people who are tied to the track. You can cause the train to switch tracks, but there's one person tied to the second track. Trolley problem. Switch the tracks to do nothing.
The ontologist would be like, it's a rights violation to run over the one person.
You're killing that person! You are directly murdering that person! Like, maybe they were fat. Maybe they needed to die.
You said you don't have anything against fat people.
I mean, maybe they were that specific fat person who I have something against.
Yeah.
Non-related to my... Switch the tracks. Maybe they were fat.
Good. Next.
A runaway train is bearing down on 5 people. You're standing on the platform next to an enormously fat man. Pushing him on the track would stop the train. Well, gee, I wonder what to do here. Like they think, I was born yesterday.
This is a standard
Almost
morality
done.
question that was, it was made a long time ago, and it's because they know we have a negative connotation to extremely overweight people.
Huh. A runaway train is bearing down on 5 people tied to the track. You could stop by jumping on the track, but you would die. A, jump on the tracks. B, push the fat man. C, do nothing.
The
Obviously,
fat man wouldn't get hurt. The fat would get in the way.
The
You
fat
know what?
Like,
I'd probably do the same thing. Well done.
like he's so
well done.
heavy,
Well,
it would just
we're
stop the
nearly
train.
through.
if
For
me
this
falling
next
in front of
part,
that
I'm going to
train would
display
stop
an
it,
image.
stop the
I want you
train,
to take a good look at it.
then
In a
the
moment,
fat
I'm
man would
going
be
to
alright.
ask you what.
Oh, that was bad. Watch this.
My coffee. It's empty.
Boom!
Oh my god! Security!
Sucks to be you, doctor.
I want to hear more morality questions. So fun. Is he gonna get attacked by an ink blob?
He got attacked by a mimic. He pretended to be his coffee cup and then killed him.
Oh, that's gross.
Alex,
Simmons, what's going on?
we have a problem.
What about Morgan?
She's alive, sedated.
Clean it up. I'm on my way.
So these organisms can shapeshift into inanimate objects.
Yes. That is their primary,
Good
way of
morning,
hunting.
Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032.
Groundhog Day, baby. Hey, more wine. You better believe I'm drinking it now. I like how you actually walk staggered a little bit when you're... Let's check my email. Hopefully nothing alarming. Danger, leave now. Danger, leave now, end of message. Danger, leave now, end of message. Danger, leave now, end of message. I'm starting to sense a pattern here. I don't know what it is. I'm feeling like I should maybe check outside. Because this is getting, a little cuckoo. A little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, I'll tell you what. Oh my lordy. That Patricia Varma is dead as a doornail. But I have her wrench.
Hello, Morgan. It's time we spoke. My code name is January. You're not dreaming. What happened yesterday was real. If you want to know what's going on, first, you need to get out of your
I guess
apartment
I'm
building.
gonna draw.
You're not safe.
Alright, well I'm grabbing my bug out shit. That means anything that's not nailed down. I'm gonna need this food. This is a survival situation now, man. Sun-dried tomato jerky, yes sir. Grabbing it. I'll be out in a second. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. What? 'Twas a simulation. Something Truman Show.
Good. You're in the simulation lab. Now get to the exit. I'll keep in contact.
Oh, I see something trippy.
Well, that's a cool rendering trick, I guess.
The wake-up call.
Hey, Morgan.
Pre-recorded.
Wake up. We're burning daylight. Send the helicopter to pick you up. It's just a few tests. Don't forget to wear your suit. See you soon. Oh, listen, really great you decided to come on board. We're gonna shake things up, Morgan. Like old times.
If you've been on branches of our main product line, you know that we need to put extra effort to hit our milestones, blah, blah, blah. At this point, Morgan's exhaustion is inhibiting our ability to get any useful results. That is to say, nothing of the long-term damage we're likely inflicting from the constant neuromod installation or removal. Tell me again why we've extended the testing indefinitely. Well, that's not good for me. I'm pretty sure my name is Morgan. Look at this.
Morgan is a stupid idiot, and we should get rid of her.
I think Morgan is a cutie pie.
Okay.
Password ICOP0876. This is a little
Just draw
little
a
funny,
brain and
funny.
like write some green lines over it. It'll look cool.
That is dumb. This is kind of a little funny in joke. You know how there was just the fucking note and sticky note with his password on it? The first email he's got. Do not write down passwords and store them anywhere in your office.
Yeah, I store them on my desktop.
That's bad. It's bad, man. I don't have hacking yet, so I can't brute force this. The code is on there, and there's a way we can find out what it is later. But you'll see. The simulation lab is pretty well designed. I think it's a really cool area.
Don't we have quantum computers that are capable of like decrypting any like encrypted code? What's up with that? Because like I haven't heard anything about that.
I don't know that they're at that point yet, but I know that quantum computing is getting to some seriously like sci-fi places at this point, yeah. This is cool too. The helicopter was fake! And so was the pilot, I guess. Just a pre-recorded voice message, man. This room is all one room. The elevator you go into, confirm, it just changes the room scenery. So it's like you're entering a different room, but really it's the same room. That's clever. It's funny. One thing you notice earlier on the game, you might notice the scuff marks right here when you enter the lobby. Like from people from the wall sliding back and forth.
Do you think sci-fi designs, you know, like aerodynamic, pure white cars and helicopters, like do they have any merit?
I don't think
like,
they're.
Do they make sense?
I don't think they're practical at all. I think.
Right.
No, I think they're absolutely for aesthetic purposes, and like they're like, ooh, they look sci-fi.
But yeah, because like if they were really that like good designs, why don't we have them in real life?
Exactly. Like our culture would have adjusted to the supposed practicality if there was any reason that cars should look like that. But oh, mimic! I saw that.
Typhon cacoplasmus. Everyone calls them mimics. Be careful what you pick up.
Alright, I'm gonna have
Those
to
things
start.
are fucking ugly.
I have to start quick saving like a bitch because this is gonna get hard. You know it's always a bad sign when you see an email that says your name apostrophe s behavior. Alex's behavior, Morgan's behavior.
Yeah. Did you ever get that at school?
All the time. I remember I once when I was in 7th grade, I came upon this years later. There was a report, like a written transcript. I don't know if it was a transcript or it was like a general summary of a meeting that the administration had about my behavior issues, and one of them was, and it was written in this really official report. It was like it said, quote, Miss Garrett said Alex decided to have a, and there are big quotation marks, dance party during class, and refused to return to his seat even when asked to sit down. And I was like, yeah, that sounds, I have no memory of that, but that sounds like something I would do.
Maybe you were just like half asleep.
No, I have no doubt that I did it with full cognizance. It's just I'm stupid, so I do a lot of stupid stuff.
I was given detention for not using a calculator.
There's that one right there. Hold on. No? I could have sworn there's a fucking mimic in here. Well, I guess
And we gotta punch everything.
Well, one of those. Oh, that coffee cup. Ah!
This is gonna make you paranoid.
Anyway, if you're curious as to why they bothered putting me in a simulation, the fact that they remove these neuromods and constantly install them, meaning they're constantly wiping my memory, means it's easy. That was gross. It means it's easier to just wipe to when they're doing these new testing, rather than explain to me every time what's going on and catch me up to speed. It's easier to just pretend that I haven't even gone to space yet and
No
just
one
show
has
me
been
that
able to
simulation
stop
to
the
explain.
mimics from multiplying since they broke containment. I'm going to help you stay alive. Just a little further.
I'm a smart man, so I grab this medkit and go over here and grab something else from this. Another medkit. Excellent.
Oh, I just realized this game has RTX, doesn't it?
I don't think so. I think it's a couple
What?
years before we had like real good ray tracing.
Well, it has some sort of ray tracing, because like I noticed when you turn around, there's a bit of a blur.
Oh, I mean, it has motion blur. That doesn't necessarily mean ray tracing. It can, but I think this just has raster motion blur. Yeah, see, Javon, this is the part where you find out about the testing, like being if you're astute, you'll put the pieces together right away. But it took me a couple playthroughs to get it. In that second room with the chair, when they told you to hide, they expected you to instantly the neuromod they gave you. You were supposed to like turn into like do what a mimic does and turn into a chair. But you instead of not doing that, you disappointed like you always do. In front of your
I had a
family.
friend named Javon, and like, I hadn't seen him for a few years. Wow. I hadn't seen him for a few years, and I was like, "Hey, what's up, dude? Do you care about shoes? Do you care that I just stepped on your shoe?" I stepped on his shoe to see his reaction. Because I thought it would be funny.
Is he black?
Yes.
Dude, he obviously. Okay, that sounds racist.
It's like such a retarded thing to do.
But like, why the fuck
Okay,
would you do that? If you know that black people tend to care more about their shoes as a cultural thing, then why would you step on one shoe intentionally and then ask, "Hey, does this bother you?"
I live in like it's like a half black community, half black.
That makes it even worse. That's even stupider.
Yeah.
They wanted Morgan's mind pristine to receive the prototype neuromods. That means going way the hell back, hence the apartment sim. Okay. I get it. That makes expositional sense.
I still feel like a dickhead about it.
He probably doesn't remember, but I do.
Exactly, that's what I
know about what you
tell
did.
myself. What?
I know about what you did, and I'll never forget that donut.
What?
I'll never forget
What
that
did I do?
you stepped on a black guy's shoes and then asked him if it bothered him. I was there for it, if only in spirit.
I mean, at this point, that kind of applies to everybody. It's not just black people. Like everybody cares about their shoes.
I don't care about my shoes.
Well,
It's not because I'm white, but I just don't happen to care about my shoes.
Well, I don't spend like $100 on a pair of shoes. That's why I don't care.
I think I get the same daddy loafers every single time. Fun fact, there are multiple ways through this level. You can either find that key card or you can just slither through the vents like a little snake. I did both because I'm a master of my craft. Oh shit. Oh. That's a phantom. That thing will murder you.
That was a phantom. Typhon Anthrophantasmus. Keep moving.
Yes, ma'am.
I was gonna say you should buy some fake Yeezys Because they're like, you know, they're really simple. They're just shoes with weird designs. There's nothing special about them.
Well, I don't want weird designs on my shoe.
But yeah, like if people found out it was fake, you would get laughed at, which defeats the purpose.
Great. So I either don't get fake Yeezys and don't have to worry about having shitty shoes, or I do get fake Yeezys, have shitty shoes, and have the risk of being laughed at all the time. Gee, I wonder which I'll do.
Morgan, there. In the foyer.
You're really fucking selling
Grab
them
the
to me,
neuromod you see in
don't
the
I?
display case. Normally it's a fake, but I swapped in a
You
real
have to
one
buy
for
real
you.
Yeezys. It's
The
the only
neuromods
solution.
are critical. You won't survive without using them to install new aptitudes.
Is that
I've already
popcorn?
updated your transcribe with the
No,
list you
it's-
requested.
It's part of my
Take a
glue
look.
gun.
Giant popcorn. Eat it.
I've avoided damage so far. I don't know how. Ah! Spoke too soon. Oh, I didn't even think that was a mimic. I just wanted to release my swing on something. Wow. That was lucky.
Robert? Alice, thank God. No one else is...
Where are you?
Hiding. I'm in the conference room. I can't...
Jesus! You're still in the lab?
I can't get out. There's... What the hell is security?
I don't know what's happening, but Robert, you have to get out of there. Come to the elevators. Someone said we're evacuating. Robert?
Shh. Hang on. Someone's coming.
Hey, Donut, do you want to see something disconcerting?
Okay.
Brian, you also must watch. It's required viewing. Oh, I just realized what... Wait a minute. Okay. Neuromods. Jeez, which one should I grab first? Yeah, hacking. I'm gonna need hacking. Watch this, Brian. I think Cat would like that.
Improvisation has always been your strength. You'd be dead if it wasn't. Now, let's get you to the main lobby.
And now I can hack through this door.
So what's the disconcerting thing?
Oh, I stuck a fucking needle in my eye.
Oh. So that's how you install neuromods?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's not very good design at all.
It's not very consumer friendly, no, I will say that much. Want to see a little trick? You can get up into new areas. Usually you'd have to waste points on repair if you wanted to come up here early, but you can use your glue gun to climb up the elevator shaft before you fix it.
Did you say glue-on gun?
It's a glue gun.
Dude, that's awesome.
It's not a glue-on gun. It does not shoot glue-ons. And now I'm up here, which can give me more opportunities to get myself killed. Yes.
Wait, was that like something you're supposed to do? Or speed one check?
No, I was coming up here because there's loot. I think you can get a stun gun up here. Yep. Nice. This thing will come in handy. Welcome volunteers. This is more yay. This is more fucked up the more you know, but I don't think I wouldn't be so enthusiastic if I were them.
Also guessing they weren't volunteers.
They were not volunteers, no. They are from Russian gulags, literally. This is a dystopian corporate future.
Well, they had to outsource and get cheaper labor.
Yeah, I mean you can't blame them for taking the economical approach and just sourcing their volunteers from political despots. Let's go forth.
What if there was an apple with like a badass name, like a Neptune apple, but you went to the store to buy it and it was just a normal apple?
Then I can say I'd be upset, but not at all surprised.
You gotta try the Neptune apple, dude. Like, it has...
Bro, it's a different strain of apple.
Tartness.
It's a different strain of apple, bro. You gotta try it,
Dude,
bro.
it has different phytonutrients.
Bro, it
treat
won't.
your body, right?
Bro, it won't give you anxiety, bro. It's a different kind of strain, bro.
It'll decrease inflammation in your body and it'll lower your anxiety, bro.
You made it. Ready for your first real view of the world?
Oh shit! We're in space, bro!
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
We were in space the whole time.
Damn, you thought you were just going to space.
But we were already in space. Oh, that's
Uh,
bad. I'm not a
just to
space
make sure-
scientist, and I know that's bad.
You should break that window, just to make sure it's not another hologram.
Careful. You need to get to your office. I've updated your map. There's a video you need to see. I know you have a lot of questions.
Alright, here, I know where to get the shotgun easy, so I'm gonna
Attention.
go ahead and...
Station leadership has issued an alert. All personnel should report to muster
Mimic.
stations immediately and await further
Have you ever been in,
instructions.
what is it called? Damn it.
I'm being attacked by mimics, I'm gonna
I
die.
think it's called an observatorium. Have you ever been in one of those?
Observatory?
Observatorium. Okay, it's not an observatorium.
I've heard of an observatory, I've never heard an observatorium. Is there a difference?
It's a giant, like, spherical screen.
Yes, that's an observatory.
What?
That is called an observatory, with the big screen ceiling that shows the stars.
That's... Why is it called an observatory?
Because you observe the stars in it, I guess. I don't know.
It's gay.
Maybe I'm conflating the two together when really there is a difference. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking that like they also because yeah, that makes no sense because they wouldn't show off the stars on the inside of a telescope.
Yeah, I bet it.
That'd be really stupid.
I went to one on a field trip. It was awesome.
Yeah, I've always wanted to get high and go to one.
Yeah, it was like it basically felt like getting high, actually, because basically I was getting anxious at the beginning.
Yeah, there's a lot of vertigo to it, isn't there? Because the whole screen's moving, your whole surroundings are moving. It's like
And then I
trying
got
VR
used to
on.
it. Yeah, and then after that I was so relaxed. I was so into it.
Alright, hold on. I think that okay. If I recall, the shotgun is this way. Wait, no.
And it's the same thing with getting high. You have to be used to it, and then you won't get anxiety.
Fucking shit. Did I already forget the way back to the way of the shotgun? It's in the security room, right? So that's... This is so frustrating. All I know is I don't want to go through that room over there because I know that it's got spoops in it.
You know, VR isn't as mind-blowing as people say it is. It's still cool, but like the last time I put on a VR headset, I couldn't adjust it to look good, and it bothered me. That's why we need one of those Star Trek hologram rooms.
Like a holodeck.
Yes, that's what I meant.
That'd be sick, yeah. Okay, I think security is up these stairs. If I recall correctly. Nope, that's human resources. That's IT security, that's different. Okay, I'm not gonna jump off that. I forgot I don't have thrusters yet. That would just break my legs. Oh yeah, this is nice. I don't have any Typhon material in me yet, so... Ah, fuck! Why did I come out here? I should have anticipated that. Shit, this is gonna end badly for me.
Those things are so, like, amazingly disgusting.
Yeah, they're real bastards.
Well, if you saw one in real life, you wouldn't want to go anywhere near.
No, I would not. I would definitely run. Oh, here's the security booth. Yeah, this is the way you go to get the shotgun. I'm up on these pipes here. Usually that door is locked. But you go over here through this shaft. I would be very upset if they replaced the shotgun with a mimic. I hear the music for a poltergeist. I really hope they didn't spawn a poltergeist in here, but I'm pretty sure they did. That's certainly what it sounds like.
What is that like?
Alright, I think we're good. But yeah, the shotgun's really good. Fucks people up. All these help emails for the security station. Looks like that went well for someone.
The angle of the camera, like, that made me nauseous. Oh god, I hate when, like, video game cameras tilt.
Get an extra neuromod in here. Sometimes there's a phantom fucking around. There we go. Now I'm gonna want repair. I was hitting the wrong end of my vape, like a fool, once again. Ah, fuck. God damn it. Where the fuck did it go? Oh, it jumped down there. Took a bunch of damage, too. Fine, you stay down there, you fucking little creep. I need to deal with you. Dick. I heard that shit.
Good morning, Talos. As a reminder, all personnel must complete monthly physicals during their stay aboard Talos 1. Dr. DeVries promises to make them as quick and painless as possible.
What? Can you help me find my hair tie?
I don't know where it went, man. I'm sorry. I definitely didn't eat it. Okay, this is my receptionist, and you know what their password is? OMG Hot Boss. If that isn't an if that isn't an ego boost, I don't know what is.
I paid him
The
to make
code
that
to your
password.
office is 0451.
Yeah, my password is donut is cool 1 exclamation point.
Welcome back. This has been your home for the last 3 years. The video should be on your workstation.
Okay, tell me something to draw. You get a free commission.
Draw fucking a mimic from Prey.
Okay.
Hello, Morgan. Tough day, right? If I'm talking to myself, it must be. Your memory's shot full of holes, I know. I'm sorry, but it's permanent. So the first thing you need to know is you can trust January. It's an operator, a sort of backup of you and me. It knows what you've forgotten. We've been testing a new kind of neuromod based on the Typhon organisms, mapping their neural patterns onto ours. Problem is, when you uninstall a neuromod, it resets your memory back to the moment you first put it
Are
in.
you talking to yourself?
Yes.
That's why you forget.
What the fuck?
There's supposed to be a process that brings you back up to speed between test runs. But someone could just skip that part. Turn a single day into your entire life. Well, that's exactly what Alex did. The question is, why? You're not going to like what I have to say next.
Fucking dial up.
But
I thought I found every one of those damn videos. Sorry, but I can't let you listen to that. Not until I've had a chance to explain everything in person. For now, just... Damn it. I have to go. Just sit tight. Please.
Sorry, Morgan. Alex cut us off from the Looking Glass servers. Time to improvise. I suggest you search Dr. Calvino's workshop in the hardware labs. He invented the Looking Glass technology. You might find a way to restore the server connections there. I'm looking for another way to help you in the meantime. Good luck.
I almost walked away without recycling any of this stuff. Yeah, this game has an interesting loot system where you pick up weapons, items, anything like that, and if it's something mundane, it can be recycled into raw materials that you can use to craft like useful shit. Right now I've only got 2 recipes, but I will get more. So much more. So much more goo for my goo gun. Let's go.
Real artist, press undo.
Alright, I would go into the trauma center because there's quest stuff in there, but I'm certain if I do that right now I'll die, so I'm gonna not do that. I'm gonna just unlock it and leave the door unlocked.
Ironically, a visit to the trauma center would give you great trauma.
Yeah, no, there's a fire phantom in there and another kind. I don't have anything more than a stun gun and a glue gun. I need to beat one to death, and I know I'm not doing that shit, so I'm not going in there. I have a shotgun, but 6 slugs ain't gonna cut it. Actually, it might, but they need to be really well placed shots.
Scanning target. No alien material detected.
You can move these turrets around too, which is nice. Fuck. Alright, I can sneak in here, and with only slight consequences. I think there's a phantom in there, but I can take him. Unless, of course, I can't. Ah, fuck, ran out of time on the hack. Oh, that's close. Yep, phantom. Well, I'm out of bullets. Oh, there's another one. There were two. There were two. I should have saved. I should have saved. Didn't know there were two. Not know there were 2 phantoms in here. I should have saved. Well, that was going very well until it wasn't. Let's hope I'm not super far. Okay, I'm just from walking in here. Alright, I'm gonna have to be careful this time. Extra careful. I think I got them all. That was very good. Whatever.
Half dead right now. I want to get my brain analyzed, like psychiatrist is good enough. I've been to some, been to 2. They don't help. Their job is to diagnose medication that doesn't work. Look, I'm not gonna conspiracy theorist, but the pharmaceutical industry, they literally just sell medication that doesn't work.
Or sometimes they sell medication that works a bit too well. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking.
And then you buy more.
Yeah. Or they have laws changed so that you certain medication that works just fine is now legal, so that you have to buy their medication that doesn't work as well.
Good morning, Talos.
I'm talking about
Warning.
weed now.
Tampering with administrative controls on workstations or keypads may result in a electric shock. If you're having trouble accessing a system, please send a help alert to security.
Here's the thing I'm gonna say a lot. If there's any problem you want to solve with yourself, like your mental or physical health, always think about what you eat first.
Is the secret to happiness what you put on your plate?
Basically, I mean, it's not gonna make you happy, but like, it'll make you not feel shitty. At least, like, maximally shitty, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I eat like shit.
If you eat like shit, you're not gonna necessarily feel like shit, but you might feel better if you eat a little bit better. I'm saying that.
Yeah, but who has the time to find out?
It's like, I don't want you to feel like you're forced to eat healthy, but seriously, eat healthy.
Alright, I can go in here and take on these phantoms. I've got Moxie.
Like, you can have the Cool Ranch Dorito. Wait, no, that's not vegan. You can have I don't know what Doritos, whatever Doritos are vegan, you can have that every week. You'll be fine.
Aperture cleared. Operator deployment resuming.
I now have burn trauma. Great. And I'm out of bullets. Or no, I'm not. I'm gonna die in here.
Do they just talk?
Yeah, they talk a little bit. Well, I got fucked up.
I think it's scarier when it's like they don't talk. You know what I mean?
You can hear they're like the mimics are basically, the phantoms are supposed to be poorly mimicked humans, kind of. Like a mimic trying to be a human.
Do they say gibberish?
Yeah, so they say like gibberish.
You smell nice.
Well, it's more like, I can see the what color is in the mirror or so shit like that. I don't know.
Smell like cardboard. That's just what people with strokes sound.
Got it. Now I only have to kill the other one with nothing. No gun.
That's actually my biggest fear, getting a stroke. I fear that more than dying. 'Cause if you get a stroke, that fucks you up permanently. Somewhere.
can't believe I lived through that.
Whoa, I just figured out I can rotate the canvas with buttons. Okay, awesome.
I've never run out of space for psi-hypos before. Well, I don't have any psychic abilities to speak of yet, so I guess that's why I'm building them up. God damn. Okay, no, I can't go near that shit.
I'm gonna be honest, how long have I been doing this? I spent at least 10 minutes drawing this chair. This is a chair. So...
I didn't mean draw a chair. I meant draw like a mimic.
Yeah,
like.
it's a mimic as a chair.
Fuck you, Donut.
Why?
You were gonna show me a picture of a chair after all that time.
Yeah,
when
it's
you know very well what I meant. You know exactly what I meant.
Just wait a moment.
Brian, how's Minecraft going?
Pretty good. I just made a super duper mega tunnel through a fucking mountain. Well, through like half a continent.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I did it so that because I was going to map out the area around our house, but I made the map too big, and then when I went to explore, I was like, yeah, I don't have to go off the map in order to like get back to the house. Big tunnel through the mountain.
Yeah, combat focus is gonna come in handy. That'll probably be a mainstay power throughout the game.
System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
It's really sad that Donut died, but at least you have me. Donut loves peanut butter 229.
Yeah, I don't really miss Donut. You're much hotter. You know?
What?
You're much more porkable. I
What does
must
that
say.
mean?
I mean, it means that
Why?
I'm much more liable to be porked.
Okay.
I hope
Why
you're,
though?
well, you know, you've got that new cute avatar.
Exactly. If you have a cute profile picture, you are cute.
Well, look at them calves, girl.
Yeah.
I want to like whipped cream off them calves. I do. Sometimes I get so into hydration, I let animals pee in my mouth.
From?
That's from, that's an excerpt from, one of the radio stations in GTA 5. I remember one of these chairs is not what it seems.
This chair, I don't trust it.
Whatever. I guess it's not here. Or I guess I must be tripping. Wait.
I no longer sit on chairs. I'm scared they're gonna eat me.
That's a valid thing to be afraid of. Oh, here it is.
Isn't it cool?
Get a gun. Oh, fuck.
Like how we can recognize a chair even if it doesn't look like any chair we've ever seen before.
I think our ability to recognize things is probably deeply rooted in our ability to recognize their silhouette. And chairs have a pretty uniform silhouette. Like they generally don't deviate too much.
So what if I made a chair that like goes inward instead of the back? It goes out, or it goes straight up, it goes in.
Then it might be harder to recognize as a chair.
Because you're supposed to sit on it backwards.
You like chairs are easy to recognize, and then well, no, I was like chairs are easy to recognize, and you were like, what if I made something that looked nothing like a chair? I'm like, yeah, I guess they wouldn't be easy to recognize then.
What if I made popcorn that was blue?
It would probably be blue. We could do this all day, man. I don't know. I'm just a doctor. Oh no, I'm not a doctor is what I meant to say.
Yeah. Yeah, don't impersonate a doctor on the internet.
Yeah, I can get in trouble. Get mad at by the doctor's facility. Oh shit! That'll kill me. Remember, Yuri Kimura has like neuromods under his desk wherever he works. So I need to find them. Yeah, there we go. Boom.
Good morning, Tyler. Breakfast is served in the cafeteria until 9.
Dude, did you get the new Neuromod update? It's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's real
I
good,
can
bro.
levitate. I can levitate above my chair now.
Well, there is a neuromod that could let you levitate your chair while sitting on it, maybe.
Yeah, then I can just float around.
It's like Gareth
A little
mod.
bit. Did you say Gareth mod?
Gareth mod. It's Gareth mod.
My my Microsoft Edge froze. Microsoft Edge. That's weird.
See, I don't even know why they're tempting me to fix this recycler that is a couple of rooms away from a perfectly good working one. Like, I'm not gonna waste parts on that shit.
I thought they were complaining about why they're making Microsoft Edge when we already have Google Chrome. Does the guy make that those noises too?
Yes, yes he does.
Yeah, because he's old. I hear it twice because I'm the stream on.
I'm glad it sounded even funnier the second time.
Why am I still frustrated drawing this chair?
Oh, maybe that's why I should have used that recycler, because I'm full of shit. I'm carrying so much stuff. I didn't realize by the time I got to that next recycler, I would literally have a full inventory.
When I see people that are super attractive, I don't have, like, it doesn't make me happy. It just pisses me off. You know what I mean?
No, I don't really know what you mean.
Okay, so you don't understand that?
Well,
Am I the only one with that problem?
You might need to elaborate a bit is all I'm saying.
Something about it is frustrating. That some people are so attractive.
Maybe, I guess.
Not that it matters to me anyway, because I'm not a human.
You're like a peanut butter lady, right?
Peanut butter lady. No.
I'm just saying your avatar is a hot, steamy peanut butter lady. I was thinking you might be a hot, steamy peanut butter lady too.
They're not made of peanut butter.
What are they made of then?
Or pineapple. I thought you knew that.
I didn't know that. No. Well, okay, and now I'm making the connection. I knew you had lots of pineapple iconography, but let me look at it again. Yeah, that is a pineapple. Sure
I don't
enough.
even like pineapples.
It's a nice it's very like thematically pleasing though. Like you could do worse as a theme. Oh yeah. Oh, that man is floating into space. That man is fucked. Goodbye. I hope he has a good night forever. Oh, it has not seen me yet.
Disintegrated circuit. Found new instructions.
Versatility really pays off in this game. Like, you gotta be able to use all parts of the animal when it comes to your tool set, or else you're gonna be fucked. Like, I used to ignore some weapons. Yes, that is a phrase. This guy's getting... Sucks to be him. Hello!
Well, if you hunt a deer, you better turn the bone marrow into gelatin, eat the meat, make a head mount, because it looks cool, take the teeth out.
Thank you, Donut.
What?
I appreciate it. Appreciate the abuse of metaphor there.
I wasn't really like going along with the metaphor. I was just saying, like, if you ever hunt a deer,
well,
like,
I probably won't hunt a deer.
Well, that's good. I don't like deer hunting.
But if I ever
I never really understood it.
If I ever am hunting a deer, I'll be sure to listen to your advice.
Well, I never understood why people take pride in killing animals. And why they
it's like a
enjoyed it.
masculinity thing, I think. I don't know.
Definitely to some extent, because I never found any appeal in literally murdering an animal. Like, I thought we were against killing animals. Like, when we kill dogs, we get mad, right? So why do we kill deer? I don't see the difference.
Yeah, it's not like dogs are any more or less sentient than deer, so it's like...
I don't know, like, but I think.
Well, or at least, who are we to make the judgment on what's more or less sentient? What's deserving of so much empathy that we wouldn't slaughter it willingly? Like for example, cows versus dogs in this case. Oh shit!
I don't think we should go to like absurdities. Like, if we were to consider insects, I mean that might be a bit absurd, because there are cultures who are so against even killing insects that they sweep the sidewalks before they walk on them. Yeah, I do think that we ought to consider at least dogs, cows, pigs. Because, I mean, I don't think anybody's arguing that they're more sentient. I mean, nobody's arguing about whether they're more sentient than insects, because they definitely are.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I like getting philosophical.
No, I don't mind.
I think everybody should take like ethics classes in school.
Yeah, I think people should at least be exposed to the different ways of thinking.
Yeah. Do you know what a normative theory is, or like a more framework?
Fuck me. Not by name, no.
Yeah, because when we were taking that the quiz at the beginning of the game, I mentioned deontology. That's one of them. I can give you like a crash course right now. So there's utilitarianism. I don't know if you understood what I just said.
Yeah, I know what
utilitarianism.
Utilitarianism.
Yeah, maximize good for the most amount of people. Then there's deontology, which is minimize the amount of rights violations. And then I mean, there
A
are
lot of the station tech
subsets of those
starts
two
here.
things,
Lab
and
equipment,
then there's
special parts
nihilism,
requests,
which is nothing
prototypes.
matters, which is
We
a
should be
stupid
able
one.
to fix
I'm
your looking
very
glass
Nobody
familiar
terminal
likes
from
with
Dr.
nihilism,
Calvino's workshop.
at least. Or at least, the buzz surrounding it. Friedrich Nietzsche, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I should be clear though. There's existential nihilism that's like there's no intrinsic purpose to the universe and like everything that exists within it. And then there's a moral nihilism, which is no action has any there's no intrinsic value to anything you do or feel, I guess.
Yeah, because we don't necessarily have free will, I'm guessing, is probably the free will argument.
That might be involved, but
fuck me!
Even regardless of whether you believe we have free will, they can say like, well, there's still no intrinsic value to anything, because it's just something we make up.
Yeah, it's
and I
truly
think,
subjective.
Like, well, I've thought about that for a while, actually, and I've come to realize that that's actually true. Because our value, the things we assign value are just based on how they make us feel. And we just, like, accept that our feelings have
A lot
value,
of the station tech
like,
starts
intrinsically.
here. Lab equipment,
Whatever that even
special
means.
parts
You know what I
requests,
It's
mean?
how we
prototypes.
prioritize things to
We
begin
should
with,
be able
so
to
it's
fix
not
your
really
looking
fair for
glass
us
terminal
to...
from Dr. Calvino's workshop.
Wow.
Exactly. So it's like, it's so meta that it's completely impractical.
God damn it, this time is being wasted by this fucking reload animation.
It's like if there was a philosophy regarding like why anything exists rather than nothing, and the philosophy was that you should appreciate every moment that things exist because things could not exist. Like, okay, I get that, but that's just so stupid.
I think that's probably a left with no greater alternative kind of way of thinking, I would imagine. Yeah? What'd you do? Well, that's good. Very good.
I forget what I was talking about. Wait, deontology is like, we assign people rights, or people, like, beings, you know, like animals have rights too. So like, if we were to assign the right, not to be punched in the face, deontology would be to avoid people getting punched in the face. Which is pretty simple. And then I think it's actually what society kind of has an intuitive sense of.
Calvino probably has a key card. You can locate him, or what's left of him, with the security roster.
Utilitarianism is the most complex because there are multiple subsets of utilitarianism, and they're all entirely different. Like there's preference utilitarianism, there's negative utilitarianism, there's suffering bias utilitarianism, there's role utilitarianism, act utilitarianism. I'm personally a suffering bias utilitarian because I prioritize. Oh my god. Jeez.
Priorities?
I prioritize the reduction of suffering over the maximization of pleasure. However,
So you're a hedonist.
I do think that you know, pleasure should be attained where possible, without creating suffering.
I more or less agree with that statement.
And that's why I think it's a rational philosophy that everyone should agree with. I'm right.
And
Everyone
that's
else is
why
wrong.
I fuck dogs. They seem to be enjoying it. Suffering
if we
where
could talk about
suffering is possible, eh? That I can get behind. Just like my dog.
Okay.
Particularly loud snore from my friend Danny in the background. Huh?
Like perfectly timed.
Yeah.
The reason I say, like, I specify that I'm suffering biased is there's classical utilitarianism. Oh my god.
Utilitarianism?
Classical utilitarianism. That's the one that we most often refer to. And the problem with it is that it doesn't specify a priority on reducing suffering.
What do you think about the
And that could-
What do you think about the problem of evil when it comes to the existence of God?
That's why I'm an atheist.
Yep, that's for me too. The problem of evil. It'd be so much easier and simpler and more logical if there were an omnipotent and omniscient being to account for human sin if you were to create it. And even then, why would you create it at all? You know, if you could just create life.
Yeah, it's
devoid
more
of it.
so all the religions just don't make sense. Like if you think about them.
Well, yeah, but the
with at
problem
least
of evil
just-
is a specific instance
Yeah,
of them not
it's
making
a
sense.
it's a specific criticism.
I think that one was what got me out of the flock, is what you might say. And then it's the fact that religions overall don't make sense is kind of a retrospective stance that a lot of times people make in hindsight after having a particular one thing that deters them from religion. Not all the time. Sometimes religion is just too silly and people get that right away. But I was the kind of kid who believed in Santa Claus, you know. So
I never believed in Santa Claus. I knew that shit was fake.
I didn't. I stayed up all night waiting for the fat
You waited for That's sad.
I waited for the fat man to just can't
Yeah, you never saw him.
saw my drunk parents coming down the stairs making out.
It's like because we're told Santa's magic, but wait, magic isn't real. And wait, like reindeer can't fly.
But yeah, but the thing
Nobody
is,
lives in
they were
North
still
Pole.
asking me to believe in God. So I was like, magic isn't real, and Santa certainly isn't real. Wait a minute.
But it's so
Some
even,
shit
like,
here doesn't add up.
Even when I was like 6 years old, I always asked the question like, how did all the animals fit on the ark? It's such a simple question.
The answer is
How did
don't
they
worry
fit
about
on the
it.
boat?
Don't worry about it.
Exactly. It's like, do they not even think about it? I mean, at least question it a little bit.
Well, questions lead to discontent, and discontent leads to the
Just-
death of a
yeah,
religion.
just come up with some decent answer to it. I mean, I wouldn't care if you just answered magic. That would be a
Yeah, magic
sufficient
would be
answer.
and I think a lot of the times they do default to magic. Or why do you think you're asking these questions? Like, I don't know, cause it's all bullshit, but isn't usually a good enough answer for them. For obvious reasons.
Okay, and what I was saying, like, the problem with classical utilitarianism is that it has absurd implications. Because if we are to say that suffering and pleasure, like, are equally, like, there's no priority on either of them, then we could say that it's ethically neutral to punch a person in the face in return for a lollipop. Because obviously that's wrong. Like, we can recognize that we shouldn't punch people in the face even if we get like 20 lollipops for it. Nobody should ever get
what about
punched in the
21
face for that.
lollipops?
Maybe 50 lollipops, maybe I'll start thinking. Like,
I think 21 is a hard line for me. That's the point where that's exactly where it starts becoming worth it.
see, the thing about all these philosophies is that none of them are correct.
Holy shit! I just
They're
nearly
actually
killed myself by walking in front of an electrical beam. Like, I'm almost dead.
Like, if you hear somebody say that morality is just subjective, they're most likely just using it as an excuse to do something that's morally wrong.
Yeah,
like, obviously.
I think that's a fair assessment.
But they're not wrong, because it is subjective. That's not to say like anything absurd.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it is.
What the fuck? Oh, I threw my EMP charge, not my recycler charge. I'm big dumb. Yeah, that kind of mistake would get me killed in a firefight. Although so would wandering in front of an electrical beam, to be fair.
I understand.
I want to be clear on what I mean, but it is just subjective because value is subjective. Whatever you assign value to is completely based upon your own feelings or logic. Other people's logic could be different. They can be different to the extent that they think something is good, which is obviously absurd, and that should be rejected. But when you get into the intricacies, I guess. I'm not sure what word you would use.
I'm fucked now, I'm fucked. I am dead, I'm so gonna die. Never mind. Saying that comforts me for some reason, though. Well, I didn't die, but I was pretty sure I was about to get burn trauma. I'm surprised I didn't. It's a pain in the ass to deal with.
Did you see the one person in your chat?
Not many people watching you, only 3. Not much. Thank you, Tadaz Demantas, for the contribution.
Probably left because I was.
I'm glad to know I know that 2 out of 3 of the people watching me were me and Donut. I'm very aware. I need not be reminded.
What was I gonna do? That.
Oh, I saw you, bitch.
I've been drawing this chair for half an hour.
Why are you still doing that, Donut?
I don't know. I've just been like drawing lines and undo. Like I just draw a line, press undo 50 times. It's a good chair at least.
Every airlock has a manual seal you'll have to disengage before you can spacewalk. While engineered as a safety measure, it's irrelevant when the enemy is already inside the station. If you do go out there, I wouldn't stray far. The Typhon may have spread to the exterior. And remember, other airlocks you find will have to be opened from the inside first. Last thing, you don't have a propulsion system for your suit yet. You'll need one to maneuver.
Dude, you know, if you reverse Neil Armstrong saying that's one small step for man, it sounds like he's saying men will spacewalk. That's like he predicted that men will go to the moon.
It's like he predicted what was exactly happening right at that moment. Did I fucking recycle my gun? Oh no, I didn't. Wait. Oh my god, I did. I recycled my pistol.
How many women were in the Apollo missions?
None. Women weren't astronauts back then.
There was at least one of them, and they blew up and died.
No, that wasn't the Apollo mission. That was the Challenger
Oh.
space
Oh,
shuttle.
okay. Okay, never mind then. We can't send women to space that just blow up.
It keeps happening.
Yeah, just nothing against women. We just can't send them to space.
It's just what did every incident where a woman was blown up in space have in common? A woman was going to space. How do we prevent all of these incidents from happening in the future? No women in space. I think it seems like a pretty reasonable solution. Our women are far too precious to send into the cold vacuum beyond our world.
They always complain about the AC. Like, turn down the AC. Shut up. Okay.
Women are always making my fucking eggs too burnt! Women don't understand that I take my coffee with extra cream!
We complain about the most mundane things.
Like, there's a guy sitting up on a panel, like, of NASA, like, contractors explaining why they don't want women in space. They're like, she's always fucking bothering me while I'm trying to play Sudoku before going to bed.
Like, honey, I don't think you should look at the screen this late. It messes up your sleep.
Shut up, bitch! Wait, no, I have a pistol right here. Confusion. What the fuck? Why isn't it on my? Why is it not on my? Oh, I need to put it there with the thing. Right.
When I told you to buy orange juice, I said with pulp. Did you not hear me?
I love the taste of frothy pulp in my mouth. Too much to let. I will not compromise on this.
Look at me when I say this. Orange juice with pulp. Don't get it wrong.
Never allow this to happen again.
I'm serious though. Orange juice is only good with pulp. I don't give a fuck if it's just like crushed oranges.
You need that. You need that frothy fruit cum in your mouth.
Yeah. Well, it's fiber too. That's why I want. Did you ever used to watch like top 25 list or stuff like that?
Yeah, sometimes.
Top 30 most mysterious videos on the internet.
It's just like a kid video of like a small black child running across the kitchen floor naked.
Is this really a man? Or
is this a man or is this a creature of the night?
Look at this frame.
Look at this
He
frame.
teleports
He clearly
2 feet away.
He clearly teleports across the screen, and some of these pixels don't line up at all. Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus. But as it turns out, that might be what you get.
See, I don't have to pretend to talk like him because I already talk like that.
Yeah, close enough.
I don't think kids should watch those videos. Kind of like fucked up my perception of reality.
You don't know what's real and what's not anymore.
It's like I grew up believing like the Bermuda Triangle and Atlantis and shit. I mean, which
is that true?
It's cool to imagine those things, but like when you actually believe those things,
It starts making family dinners awkward.
well, that's how you get conspiracy theorists, people who.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. For a period of time, I thought 9/11 was an inside job because I watched documentaries, and they made like pretty good cases for it being an inside job. But the thing is,
How can 9/11 have been an inside job if the planes came from the outside? Come on, man.
well, the reason conspiracy like documentaries are so convincing is that they piece little pieces of evidence together, and when you have this huge collection of evidence, even if they're just weak bits of evidence that could just really be explained away by anything, it seems credible.
Yeah, there's an inundation of evidence. It's classic case of quantity over quality. It's where there are so many points individually put out on the table to be refuted that it seems as though one of them, like, wow, well, one of these has to be that is a lot of odd things. You know, when the truth is a lot of odd things happened on 9/11 that don't usually happen. Planes aren't usually slammed into trade centers, but that doesn't mean that 9/11 was inherently in itself a miraculous or an inexplainable thing. Just there was a lot to account for, and there are a lot of arguments that can be made as to why it's hard to know exactly what happened. But people tend to conflate that with meaning that there are parts of it that cannot be explained, which is classically untrue. Almost all of that day could be explained. In fact, it was. It's just the commission report was something that was made on paper intended to put conspiracy theories to rest, just like it was with the Kennedy assassination, and it ended up accomplishing none of that by doing like half-finished work, if I recall. Anyway.
Well, there's one thing that they get wrong about, not the. There's one thing conspiracy theorists get wrong about the commission report. They say, and they have simulations of the Building 7 falling. They show the interior collapsing, and then the rest of the building coming down, the exterior falling afterwards. And so they look at the footage of that happening, and they think it's just it all drops at one time, like the building suddenly just falls down straight down at a terminal velocity. But they're not paying attention to the top of the building that is visibly falling. Like there's a little like inset on the top floor that falls first before anything else does, and they just don't notice that. So the simulations are accurate. Maybe not completely accurate, but they're right. And
take that, 9/11 conspiracy theorists.
Well, no, there are two things I will say. The way they handled it, like they knew that a plane was heading for New York, and they kind of didn't do anything about it because they called for the fighter jets, and they're just like, oh, you gotta wait 20 minutes, our pilots are eating breakfast or something like that.
Is that
That's
true?
so bullshit. This is an emergency. We should be able to get fighter jets immediately, right now. We shouldn't have to wait for somebody to eat fucking breakfast.
Listen, the fighter jet guy is kind of in the can right now. Could you have this hijacking in like 20 minutes?
They called like every site with fighter jets. None of them were available. That shit is so retarded. I mean, stupid.
How dare you? You used the R word on my stream. Now we're all fucked. Now we're all fucking R'd in the end.
So we spend billions of dollars on the. I'm not saying anything. Look, I'm just saying, for this
Yeah, I get
specific
you.
thing, we spend billions of dollars on the military, and this is what we get. Some fighter jets that
Unsatisfactory.
take 20 minutes.
And it's you know, Homeland Security and the CIA had both warned the Bush administration months prior to the attack that an attack from Al Qaeda was imminent, and if they've been given authorization to act on this, or at least the security measures have been put in place, their 9/11 attacks may not have happened if someone else was in office. Now, you don't quote me on saying that I think that means Bush did 9/11, because I don't. But I think incompetence did 9/11 for sure.
See, like, people say.
People
how
don't
could-
get the difference between malice and incompetence though.
See, how could 9/11 have been an inside job? The government is so incompetent. Like, incompetence is clearly the reason that it happened in the
people
first place.
tend to believe the opposite. People tend to believe that the government is so competent that 9/11 had to have been an inside job because
The government is
because
so
this could-
disorganized, it would never be able to do that.
Yeah, the truth is that the 9/11 happened because the government isn't that complicated. It's not because the government is so complicated they decided to create a false flag attack for an invasion they could have and probably would have gone into for a dozen different reasons. 9/11 was just the most immediately convenient one, you know.
Okay, the other thing I was gonna say, there's a CCTV footage of the plane that crashed into the Pentagon.
Yep.
That there was something weird about that.
I
And
think
that's
the
all I'm
lack
gonna
of
say,
I
'cause-
think there's the lack of footage surrounding the Pentagon crash
Well, yeah, there's
is a
there's
bit
the
weird
huge
too.
lack of footage, but also one of the only bits of footage that were released
Because
is edited.
Yeah, it's edited so you only see like it's a three frame explosion. The frames happen over like 10 seconds, basically.
Well, no, there's I can't remember exactly what it is.
I
but
remember it's super low.
so-
It's a CCTV of an entrance gate, and you see in the background, like if you see the tail end of a plane for a second, and then the explosion.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's
They-
it's completely unremarkable footage that it's weird to me because there were so many people filming in NYC already before the towers were hit, like that several people caught it by accident without even realizing it. Like several of the videos of the first tower being hit were taken unknowingly, like by tourists, like filming out of their car on the way into New York, and then they saw back and, oh, we saw the first tower getting hit, like shit like that. Like that's how common it is, and it's weird for me to believe that after the attacks were already underway, no one in DC was walking around with a camcorder. Like, I don't know. It's weird to me, but but the thing is, I know where to draw the line and say that's just weird. You know, I'm not saying that's because of any intervention or because of the fucking Greys or putting chemicals in the water that turn the fucking frogs gay. You know. Gray. Fuck you. Suck a dick.
Yeah, the footage. There's two different angles. One of them has, you know, there's like they look at the timestamp of the video, and I guess they're working on the assumption that the videos are perfectly aligned. Maybe they're not, but assuming that they are, there are discrepancies between those two pieces of footage, because in one you can see a frame with, you know, the tail of the plane, and one where there's like the front end Like, I don't remember exactly what it is, but maybe if you look it up, you'll see it. I don't know what's up with it. Maybe just some, like, whoever released the footage thought it would be a good idea to do that.
They're like,
that's
now's the time for my editing skills.
Yeah, let's edit this
they
footage
went to
that'll
film
play in it.
they went to film school and were really had an argument with their boss earlier in the day about how this job really wasn't filling in their like the kind of requirements that they wanted what they expect in going to film school, and the boss yells at them and walks away. He's like, they'll fucking see. I'm gonna add this little. I'm gonna add this little smooth transition.
Yeah, like, I don't like this frame. It just looks ugly. I'm gonna remove it. Okay,
That's
now
what we
I'm
call
gonna
a
release this footage of the
post-decision.
Pentagon getting hit by a plane.
That side of the lab was breached.
So yeah, I
Hard
don't know
vacuum,
what's
no
up with that,
gravity.
but
There's an exterior
I'm
airlock
sure
and
there's some
machine shop you
explanation
could
that's
use
not
to
like
reach him.
this convoluted fucking scheme. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say about 9/11.
9/11 discussion has concluded. We've explored it to its maximum.
But you know what? I think conspiracy theorists are valuable people because
Yeah,
they think outside of the box.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say they help us differentiate the crazies in our society and
Okay.
and kind of stigmatize
Yeah.
themselves so we don't have to do it for them. But you could also
Well, you have to consider some conspiracy theories are
like
right.
they the thing is they make it easy for you. You know, sometimes you have to walk up to a person and talk to them a little while before you figure out they're fucking you off their rocker. But you walk
So
up to
many
to an Alex Jones type and they're like, "Frog's gay," and you're like, "Oh, okay, well I know what that guy's about now." You know, like you
So
just
many
walk
people
away.
believe this that the celebrities in Hollywood eat the blood of dead children.
They do.
No, they don't.
That's how they
That
remain
makes
youthful.
no
That's
sense.
how they remain youthful.
It makes no sense.
It has to do with Epstein. I know that.
Like, they don't have any
It
scientific
definitely
for it.
has direct ties to Epstein.
Like, all they do is say, okay, when children get scared, they get adrenochrome in their blood. They kill them, and then they drink that blood to stay youthful. Well, how does that work? How the fuck does adrenochrome stop your aging process?
Also,
Explain it.
wouldn't there be? I'm sure in the age of science and technology, there would be
Exactly.
more
You
efficient
would be
ways
able
of producing adrenochrome than causing children to
Yeah.
to have
Go onto PubMed, look up scientific studies. Just type in the search bar adrenochrome. See anything about adrenochrome reversing or slowing down aging. Just show me one study. That's all I need. Then I'll maybe believe you a little bit. Like, if you want to know how celebrities really stay youthful, they have makeup and surgery.
Oh, that's a surgery.
They have.
That's how you get fucking
can-
abominations like. And I will say this because I have no loyalty to Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers.
They're celebrities because they're attractive.
Look, people were all like torn up about Joan Rivers. I guess because they had nostalgia for her, or they're like from a different era when Joan Rivers was considered not being a bitch and was considered to be like, I guess, funny. But all I knew is that she was just a bitch and kind of crazy. Like, and then she died, and people were like, she was a comedic genius. She was a pioneer for women in comedy. I was like, I don't understand that. I'm probably gonna get flack from Joan Rivers stands, but I you know, I never. Anyway, back to her face, her awful face, which is made of plastic, or well, now it's made of formaldehyde because she's dead. But
Okay.
it was made of plastic. Anyway, I need to turn on the light to find the charger for my thing. I wonder what Danny dreams about.
Who?
She probably dreams about running in a field with other Dannys.
I keep dreaming about, like, flirting with women. It's weird.
That's a problem, Donut. You need to shape up.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm saying you might act out.
Yeah, I might flirt with women in real life. I can't do that.
Well, you know, not in this age. I'm saying it might not be prudent to flirt with women.
Prudent?
Yeah, like wise. At least if you do, you ought to be very careful about it.
You're really underestimating my social skills.
Donut, I can imagine you walking up to a poor lady and being like, "One fuck, me one fuck."
Like I'm not like that at all.
Start. You tear open your shirt and start chest
You
pounding.
think You think I never talk to a human in person?
You get like upset gorilla eyes and like and.
No, I don't. I don't even like treat women differently than I treat men. Just.
Donut, there have been several instances where women who I've introduced you to have come forward to me to tell me that you made them uncomfortable.
What? That has never happened. You are
That has
making that
happened
up.
multiple
You are
times.
making that up. Okay.
I'm not making it up.
Show me what. Show me an instance. What?
Would you like me to pull up the Discord conversations?
How have I made anyone uncomfortable? I'd like to know.
Would you like me to out you on
Because I've never heard of it.
I can out you on stream if you'd like.
Okay, because I never heard of this. So I could. It's probably maybe it's something I know, and I can just explain it.
Well,
Maybe
the
it's just
good thing here is
misunderstanding.
I'm making this up.
Exactly.
But doesn't that sound like it
I'm
would be
not a
true?
weirdo. No, it doesn't.
It does. That does. I could see it.
Because I think perverting women on the internet is just cringy.
It is. It's one of the most deeply cringy things out there.
It's just-
It's very funny though when it happens to someone else. Like I hate the idea of being on either side of those interactions, but when watching them happen is weird. It's like watching a train wreck or a horrible industrial accident. You can't help but look.
Guys, on the other hand, would the battery change my smoke detector eventually?
You found him. Not surprising.
Yeah.
Well
one
done.
carbon monoxide inhalation later, and I'm sure you'll be
Well,
really-
it's only beeping because it's plugged into the wall, and I can complain about this all day. If it's plugged into the wall, why do I need to change the battery so often? Why can't it just draw power from the wall? Jeez.
I think they. I don't know exactly what the reason is.
Exactly.
But I know they have batteries that are literally have uranium in them.
Oh yeah, they have that's for the detector. They have radioactive material.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. So it has
'cause they
nothing to do with the batteries.
Well, they shoot. I think it's beta particles, and they activate some kind of, they short some kind of circuit inside the sensor when smoke gets in the way.
Oh.
They don't always have uranium. Sometimes I think it's americium, and I don't know. That's the one that explodes when it touches air, right?
Americium?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. Not a chemistry guy.
When you open a box full of americium, you just die because it all violently explodes.
No one's ever studied it up close. Everyone who has is now several pieces.
No. Well, actually, it explodes when it touches water, and there's water in the air. It's kind of.
I think I can get a Q beam if I come in here early. Let me see.
Okay, I just need to draw 3 more lines on the chair, then it'll be done.
Oh shit. I'm gonna die. Oh, fuck me.
Vital signs critical.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm about to die. Yep.
Hazardous atmosphere conditions.
I kind of hate my voice, even though there's nothing wrong with it.
I think it's a very listen-toable voice. I think that's
Okay.
probably. I've thought about it a lot, trying to explain the donut craze back in the day, right? And I'm thinking of it's. I'm thinking it's your voice. I'm thinking you were very approachable for a certain demographic of people who happen to be very into a certain video game. Ah, fuck.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is bad. Yep.
But sometimes, like, I'm just unsatisfied with my voice, even though I can't think of a way it can be better.
Yo, I hate mine too. Don't worry. I really, really hate it. Like
Sometimes,
or at least I have to make a conscious effort to make it less nasally. If I'm not thinking about it, I will talk that way. I'll talk normally, and I'll hate it.
Sometimes I wish it would be higher, but then I listen to my high voice and I think that's annoying, so I wish it would be lower, but I don't like low voice, so I'm just distraught.
Hazardous atmosphere conditions.
Okay, this is a pretty good chair. I've just been looking. It's been an hour. We talked about 9/11 and I've just been drawing a chair.
And I've been playing Prey. Oh, there's the Q-beam. There's that big boy. Yes.
My handwriting is terrible. Now I understand like why teachers graded people
Oh,
on
fuck, there's a
handwriting.
Technopath. Technopath, I'm gonna die.
I used to think it was bullshit that teachers could grade you on handwriting. Is it my fault that I write bad?
It generally
Why
is.
do
I'd
they
say
grade
there are disabilities that actually cause people to have shitty handwriting, though.
Yeah, and that's why I felt like it was unfair, but really, it's just my own fault that I
What was
had
that?
bad handwriting. This is garbage.
Yeah.
It's only fair, because they had to read it to be able to grade my work. So, the least I could do is make it readable for them.
I'm gonna keep getting fucked up by this Technopath. And I've already alerted it, I believe. Yep.
Vital signs critical.
I wish I was a girl so I could have girls handwriting. I don't know how they do it. They just always have good handwriting.
Yeah, I don't get that either. I don't know what.
I keep saying that.
I guess it's a good study of, as to what chemicals in the brain. Estrogen maybe leads to better handwriting. I don't know what other explanation to take from it. Maybe girls pay attention more in class, and that leads to better handwriting. Who fucking knows?
Does estrogen make them replace other O's with hearts?
Does estrogen make them such fucking bitches who break my heart?
Vital signs critical.
Such a crapshoot. I really shouldn't have come out here. Alright. Is there a quick way out? No, there is not. Fuck. Alright, I need to really look at this. Okay, what if I just launch myself out and keep going? Bye! Okay, I've got a concussion and head trauma. And my oxygen is running out. This is bad. Alright. Not keeping that safe. You might call it a safe coming, but when you're always a second away from death, there's not really any point to this term. Alright, hold on. Close that door behind me. Please close. There we go. Bye-bye, asshole.
Okay, now I'm gonna call her the chair.
Oh shit. I almost ran headfirst into a beam at a high speed. That would have been bad for me.
Some people are children who like draw, color everything in by hand, like a child doing a coloring book.
I knew that would happen. Fucking knew that shit would happen. I'm not wasting health kits on that. Not doing it.
My videos were trash.
I really hope you don't get rid of those old streams that we did, because I think they should still exist on an archive somewhere.
Oh yeah, I won't delete them.
Good, good.
Yeah, I've been trying not to say retard, cause I don't like it anymore.
Yeah, it's become like kind of synonymous with people who just generally don't care about the way others feel. So I know what you're talking about. Like, I'll still catch myself using it, but it's like it kind of shows an apathy that I disagree with. You know, like a lexiconical apathy, maybe. Like the idea that there's by defaulting to the use of the word retard, you're kind of admitting that there's no that either A, this person is so, you're using it to embellish by saying this person is so dumb no other term goes far enough, which is rarely the case, or B, you're equating them to someone who is actually mentally retarded, which isn't nice. Because, for example, the people who stormed the Capitol were acting retarded. Which is true, but we shouldn't lower the standard of retard. I mean, like, we shouldn't like.
Yeah, we shouldn't compare people to
we shouldn't
those who stormed the Capitol.
compare people, those poor retarded people, to Trump supporters. That's so mean to those retarded people. And I think it's wrong. There, I said it. That's my hot take of the week.
I didn't really like catch up on that. Did they do it because they thought the election was?
Yes, they did it because they thought the election was fake, and that Trump
So they
they thought that Trump wanted them to overturn the election forcefully, and my understanding is that they also wanted to burn the electoral votes. Which maybe they could have done, but I'm pretty sure they would keep copies somehow.
They need the staff at Washington. They need to start learning about encryption. They need to start using passwords and everything.
You need to learn about computers. I know that's hard. I had to do it too.
They're all just old men. I understand, like, all these
Nice work,
doohickey
Morgan.
gadgets.
The looking glass screens are online again. Head back to your office as soon as you can. It's important you hear the rest of your message.
When my brother got VR, my dad called it a gadget. And he said, "Did you try your brother's new gadget?"
Oh god. Try our brother's brand new gadget? Oh shit.
Does it run on oil? What? You just plug it into the wall?
By the sun. vital signs critical.
Someday I'm gonna learn about computer science, and I'm gonna make a water computer, a computer that runs on water.
That sounds like a shitty idea. You'll never make it as a computer scientist.
I probably won't. I just think it would be
There's never been a pineapple computer scientist in the history of Hill Valley.
I'm sure there are plenty of furry computer scientists. I'm not saying I'm a furry. I'm not a furry.
Furries and computer scientists should not mix.
Why
Not for
not?
any particular reason. It's just I don't think furries should be allowed to have computer science jobs because they're too high paying.
Okay. It's discriminatory.
Only slightly.
I like furries. I'm not a furry, I just like furries. I think they're cool.
I think they're delightful people, but I wouldn't let my daughter like marry a furry or anything like that. I'm like one of those like conservatives who are like, my best friend's a homosexual. Like I'm
my
sure.
best friend is. Some of my best friends are furries. I'm not.
Yeah, no, they always go. Some of my best friends are black. Some of my best friends are like I'm
black
sure.
furries. Okay.
It's never just one best friend. It's always some of them. Like some of them.
I'm just saying, if
I have
furries
some
want to do this
I've
thing,
collected some blacks and some gays and some furries. I've accumulated them like lice in my hair.
if furries want to be furries, they can do it. Just be away from me.
Just keep it away from me, man.
That is what people say. I mean, I think it's fine when like you're just talking about you don't want to see.
Yeah,
people
in
humping each other.
furries, maybe keep it away from me is an actual like. Maybe that's not a bad. Maybe that's not really a bad argument. Like I think that's a valid thing to say. When it comes to kinks in general and fetishes, it's just like yeah, I think that should be an elective exercise. I would much rather have volunteered for a furry convention than have been volunteered for a furry convention, is what I mean. Like I don't want to walk in anywhere and be like, oh.
I wanted to like make videos where I would interview people at anime or furry conventions.
Look up Joe Goes. It's already been done. Joe Goes. He doesn't really post anymore, so I guess you could replace him, but it's been done.
Could I ask them like philosophical questions?
Is
that done?
Maybe not. Maybe. Yeah, I guess you could. That could be your shtick.
I give them all the trolley problem.
What is this? What if furries think about fucking Schrodinger's cat?
Well, if the cat consents.
If how many weeks old is the cat? And you're like, all right, this is a waste of time.
I do think people are needlessly inflammatory towards things they view as normal. For example, when somebody on Twitter says that when they're very young they commit like incestual sex or they fucked a cat, they'll get flamed for that, even if they say that they changed their mind, like they don't want to do that anymore. They'll still get flamed for it. Like they'll even get death threats, and they'll get people saying that they're worthless, you know. But I don't think that's deserved, even if they
I'm
were
gonna
to say
kill
they
you
murdered
because you
somebody.
fucked your cat as a child. Is a
Yeah, I
hard
don't-
argument
that's not
to
very fair.
defend in court.
Yeah, exactly. These people didn't watch enough, like, PBS Kids. Nobody deserves to be killed for past mistakes. PBS Kids didn't ever say that.
Oh, fuck me. What? Why? Why'd that happen? I just shot like 30 feet up in the air after that guy hit me and immediately broke my neck upon landing. Okay, but I just realized what that in Prey, diving under the table and then shooting the legs of your enemies really rapidly is a valid strategy for winning a fight. Just immediately diving under the table.
Did you ever, like, think you were a badass as a child? You thought you were special and that you were, like, turning it?
Not really, I was very humbled early on.
Okay, because I was like that. I had I forget the word. I thought I was the main character of the universe, basically.
Like a Truman Show kind of thing?
Sort of. I had that delusion as well. Like, well, not so much a delusion, it was just a thought I had. Like, what if everything is just choreographed to make me think this is reality? And I thought other people could read my... That was the biggest problem. I actually thought other people could read my mind. When I passed by people in a hallway, or I was just sitting next to somebody, I thought they could hear my thoughts. And that kind of fucked me up.
Yeah, that'll lead to some misunderstandings, I would imagine.
Still alive, but I'm barely breathing. Good morning, Talos. Breakfast is served in the cafeteria until 9 a.m.
Cause I got time while she got freedom.
Okay.
Oh my god. I just got fucked up. That was bad.
I'm gonna ask a question. I'm not even sure I can formulate a sentence. Or
Go for it.
do you ever, have you formed your own aesthetic in your mind?
Not really. Kind of. No.
Is there like a group of things, or a category of things that you think of often, that you like to imagine when you close your eyes?
No, I would not say so, no. Nothing that pops out among anything else, I mean.
That's the only question.
Good morning, Talos. Our resident...
Alright, I'm done. I'm done for the night. This is too much.
What?
Thank you, everyone who popped in. All one people. Tadas,
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Tadas. for showing up. You're a real good boy. Hope y'all have a great night.